Good morning, guys, and welcome. And I hope you all are doing good. And in this video, we are going to discuss my journey of 7 years in IT and like what the different things I'll do today if I have to start over. So, like, I'll try to cover each and every point and discuss more over it. And like, it depends on person to person. So, like, you can agree to disagree with some points, but like that is my perspective. And comment down below if you feel like there should be an improvement or like the things which you could have done differently. So the first thing is like also my regret that I haven't like explored more options. So when I was a like trainee, so when I was a trainee, I was like assigned this QA job, this testing profile, and after that I haven't explored more options. So don't do this mistake, and this is something which I'll like take it as an homework, and in my fourth year itself I'll try to explore more options in IT industry, whether it is like dev. In dev also, like if I want to go for front end, back end, API. Similarly, like if I have to go to QA, so what are the things that are required for me? And like my basic idea is just to like go through each and everything and do some mini projects. So if I have done some project in, let's say, front-end development or any language, Android development, so this could also be an option like dev in mobile development. So it gives you an option and like it opens an opportunity for you. So you have an idea beforehand that okay, like these are the things and which we can do. So I'll suggest you to like if you are currently in your third year, fourth year, or even if you have just started your career, so my like suggestion for you will be like explore more options and see like go beyond your regular like thing whatever you're doing, okay, because initially like in 6 months or 1 year it is relatively easy for you to like switch and that also give you like more options to explore. So that is something I'll suggest you, like explore more options. The second thing is now I'll be like covering with respect to testing part only. So once you have decided like you want to be a tester, so like you don't have to rush things. So my mistake was like one day I'll be sleeping and the other day like I'll be doing four hours of work. So that should not be the case, and you should be consistent in your effort. And also, you should have a plan for how you want to, like, let's say, like this will cover like both these things are interrelated. So I'll try to cover both this in similar in single point that let's say I'm starting and currently I'm in manual part. Okay, and I have to see like if I want to do automation and like firstly what I'll do is to like take out all the like requirements needed, like what is the prerequisite that is expected out of an automation engineer. So there I'll come to know that like a language, like you should have a command over a single language. Either it could be Java or Python or C sharp. So once you pick up your language, you should have the like the basic skills, like the core part of any language. After that, like the Selenium will come into picture. So these are the things which like you should know before jumping into learning automation. So And before that, before this also, like firstly I'll like jot down what are the things that is required, and the second thing is what like I'll do right now if I was a fresher, that like divide or make 3 months plan, quarterly plans. So in first quarter, like I'll try to revise my manual paths, and in second quarter, what like we can start the Java, core Java plus Selenium parallelly, like the basic of Selenium and Java. So like you get my point, right? That I'll try to like cover each and everything and see the path which I have to go through. So I'll do this part. So not rushing thing, that I mean to say is that like not jumping directly into things, and like see what needs to be done. And this part is like interrelated with the second and first point, is that like if I'm doing, let's say I have been given an application, so I'll try to cover the third part over here. Let's use green pen. So like right now I'm doing manual testing of an healthcare domain. Like domain can be anything, like it can be like finance domain or payment, like your application, healthcare, education. These are very famous one. So let's say I'm like working currently on healthcare domain. So and my job is to like I have been given a like dev build, and my job is to like test it, find out bugs, report them. Plus, before that, like I'll make some test cases, and before that also, like I'll like gather down, like understand the requirements, not gather. So this is like expected out of me. So like this is my regular work which I do. So once like I have raised a bug, so I'll try to understand the bug life cycle out of this. Like these are the very basic things which like I was not doing when I was actually like doing my work. Like you should be like thorough through these basics things, like software development life cycle, testing life cycle, STLC. So this will help you, like there are dual benefits of doing these things, that it will help you in your current job, and it will also help you in switching organizations, because like that's a different thing. We'll like cover it in other point. So what I mean to say is that like if I'm doing the basic QA job, so I'll try to understand once I have QA passed. So what happens after that? Like where is the build going, and how we are integrating and moving to the next environments, UAT, and this is our prod environment. And like working only, I get to understand what is alpha and beta testing. Like you should push yourself and like learn probably a concept each and every week. I'll not say daily, but each and every week you should like pick up a concept and relate it to your current work, and like go through it go through it. That was my intention of like you should push yourself, and whatever the job you're currently doing, like get something out of it and add your value. Now this is very much important, coding skills. So I know like when I was in college, my seniors, my like teachers used to tell me like there was this data structures and algorithms. Da was a subject in my core, and we have data structures in third semester at my time. And similarly, like with each and every semester, there was this one core subject. That is the case with like each and every branch. So if you are currently in like third year or fourth year, so I'll suggest you like not to cram things. The thing which I used to do when like I was in my third or fourth year was, so if it is a binary search algorithm, so I'll try to, by cramming I means like obviously like at some point you have to remember things, and like understanding is also a kind of cramming. But my point, what I'm trying to say is that like if I have understood binary algorithm, so like practice and solve some problem. That was like zero from my part. And nowadays, like at my time, like also there was lead code, but that was not that much publicized, and I was not aware of at that time. But if I have to like start over, I'll surely suggest you, even if you are like in testing, manual testing also, like we can cover this separately, because this is very much important. And guys, believe me, like if you are good in coding, so 90% or let's say 80% of your problems will be automatically solved, and you'll be able like easily you can be like easily grasp things and implement them. So the coding part, so like we have a dedicated videos over YouTube over this. And like if I have to suggest, like I'll cover the basics, my data structures plus algorithm. After that, like I'll practice some easy problems and gradually like move it to medium. And at this level, personally, I'll not suggest you to go for hard. Like you don't go for hard at this moment. Like for, if you can, obviously like there is no harm in going for hard. But what I'm like trying to say is that cover your basics, clear your basics first, and solve some easy and medium first before jumping. Like this is related to the second point, that don't rush things. Like understand and implement after that. So, and if you are like 1 or 2 years experience or just have started, what has happened? Yep. So if you are like in like your first, if you have, where is my pointer? Yep. So if you have 1 to 2 years of, let's say 3 years of experience, I'll suggest you to like practice whatever platform you're comfortable with, either lead code or hacker rank. Just practice some things, start with basic, and believe me guys, this will surely help you to learn automation or to learn any language, any tool. It will be like relatively easy for you if you have your basics sorted out in coding. And this is like one of the most important aspects, because this is something which you cannot build overnight. You have to put in consistent effort, just solve, let's say, one problem daily. And there's a very famous, not famous, but like elite code a day keeps unemployment away. So this is very much true. And the fifth point, like this is not exactly related to the domain, but as in general, like I have seen guys, like if I would have known like how to invest my salary, I think that would have been great at that time. But like I'll tell you reality, that like once we start getting our salaries, when I was like intern fresher, I'm not saying like you should not enjoy your life, but at the same time, let's say 20% of whatever you are earning, even if you are earning let's say 30K, okay, now I have to calculate 20% of it, that is 6K. I'll surely suggest you to like invest those 6K either in PPF or like mutual funds or anything, like not in FD, please guys. Just like Ankur Wariku says, and this is very much like right thing according to me. Again, like whatever my basic idea of saying this is, like you should not like at the end of month, it should not be like you haven't saved or invested anything. You can buy expensive gadget and you can go to trips, like do everything which you want to do, but make sure like you save at least 20% of your salary. That was my motive. And if you start saving at the age of 20 or 21, believe me guys, like when you will be 30, 40, the initial earning, that is the power of compounding. So I mean, this is not an like finance class or anything, but what I'm trying to say here is, please invest and save. Not like at the end of month you should not be at zero. You should have contributed something to your corpus. Now, giving mock interviews every 6 months. So like you should be stable in your job, but at the same time you should be interview ready. So like this is the mistake which I have made, that I have stayed in an organization for 3.5 years, 4 years. I've seen people not switching. So there is a difference between not switching and not able to switch. Not switching and not able to switch. So I want you to be in this category and not in this. And I'm not anyway saying like switch your jobs every year or every 2 years. There is nothing like that. If you are currently in your organization and like you are enjoying your work, you are learning, you're getting good salary, the benefits, employee benefits are good, your colleagues are good, your manager is good. If you have like everything sorted, don't change your organization. But what I'm trying to say is that like keep your learning up to date, and even if like you are fired or any like event happen, you should be in a position to get a job in 2 to 3 months. So like believe me, this is very easy to say, but very like difficult to implement, because once you switch. So let me like cover this in more detail, that let's say you have 2 years of experience and you have just switched your job and you have got 100% hike. Everything is great, and like first 6 months went in understanding your role and what is expected out of you and like learning the project, that is. And after that you get in your comfort zone. Okay. And believe me guys, once you get into this position, I have seen people like spending 10 years, 5 years, 10 years here. And after 5 years, when like at this point, this salary, like this is not just about salary, but about overall compensation and your benefits and your relationship with your team and everyone. But if after 5 years you try to switch, and it's very tough for you to switch, because at that time like you have not studied, you have not brushed up your concepts. And so after 5 years you will be at 7 years of experience, or let's say 10 years of experience. And at this level, like many things are expected out of you. And like obviously the package which you'll be getting at this point, like the expectations out of you will be skyrocketed. And if you don't like keep up to date, so it will be very tough for you. So to just to avoid this situation, so I'll suggest you to be interview ready. So you got my point, like there is a difference between like not switching and not able to switch. So you should be in this position. And if you get good opportunity, like there is no harm in switching. Let's say like there is not exactly like not defining a value, but like that's up to you whenever you feel like switching. Now this like higher studies. So this is something I'm not totally, because if you are a graduate, so according to me, like a post graduation in my field doesn't add any value. Like in IT, it doesn't like, it's like if a guy is getting 85% and after spending 2 years, if he's getting 87%, so like the return on investment is ROI. Just because like there's a difference, like I'm getting confused. Like there's a difference that you do your higher studies with job or without job. So if you are doing with job and it's not taking much out of it, so I'll definitely recommend you to get either MTech or MBA early in your career. Like once you are like 2 to 5 years of experience. But I'll not recommend you to like leave your job and like go for higher studies, because like again I'm generalizing things which is not like 100% true, but most of the time I can say like 70 to 80% time, if you have invested these 2 years in upskilling yourself and like not going after a particular degree, so that will do more benefit to you according to me. So like I'll not recommend you to like leave your job and go for higher studies. And if you are like able to manage with your job, I'll definitely like, why should not, you go for it. And not just like MTech or MBA, you should explore like more options. And there are nowadays very much, I'm not talking about Udemy or like those upskilling courses, but like the horizon is very much vast, and you can explore anything. And one more thing, like I would like to add here. So this is the 8 point, new color. So I'll say like enjoy your time, because like when I was in my first job, so many times I was taking pressure and unnecessary pressure, and like sitting on weekends, and like I was in stress. So it's like a optimum amount of stress is like very much necessary, otherwise you will not be able to reach your peak performance. But at the start of your career, I'll not like, it's not worth it, guys, to like push it to yourself to a limit where like you are not able to enjoy or whatever you have like sowed. So, and I'm no way saying that like enjoying doesn't mean like wasting time. So you should like explore places and like pursue any hobby, do whatever like you want to do, because there is no point in like spending each and every hour like you got my point, what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say like once you have like once you're 25 plus or 30 plus, there will be like money and time, but the same energy level will not be there. So like you have to manage, there should be a like right amount of balance between each and everything. So and each and every person knows what is that right balance. So like I'll leave that up to you, and comment down below what things you could have done differently if like you went 5 years back, even if you're currently in like second year or third year. So just let me know. Thank you guys for watching my video.